And what is going on, guys? Woo!
We get so emotional, baby, every time Dana Brown, she steps in.
Oh, that's so nice.
From fitness fans to Mythbusters.
Mythbusters.
We're figuring out what works and what doesn't when it comes to getting active.
Yeah, Dana Brown, our 5-minute fitness coach and the owner of Be Mind Body Fitness, is here to bust the top 3 myths that she sees all the time. I'm sure you see a ton, but
so much information, we don't know what to think. And leading into that, you were just warming up. The difference between stretching and warming up.
Okay.
Right? So you were just warming up. Actually, you were doing both. You started with a stretch.
And then we got into some cardio.
And then you got into a warm up. But stretching in itself is actually a workout.
Is it a prerequisite to do before you work out if you have the time?
No, the warm-up is the prerequisite.
The warm-up.
The warm-up. So there's a difference.
So warming up is what gets the blood flowing, gets the oxygen flowing to your muscles, but most importantly, warms up your joints.
Okay.
Right, so if you're just like going right into something high impact, you're keeping your joints
So my
safe.
trainer has me do 3 exercises, one for each body part, like lower, upper, middle, and like right before we start our whole physical exercise regime. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, so he has you warming up with smaller exercises, targeting the muscles you're going to be really strength training.
So that prevents injuries too, right?
Definitely.
Okay.
That's the whole purpose of the warm-up, is preventing injury.
Okay. So what are some
keep exercising?
Right, because you want to sustain that through life.
So a good warm-up is just think about your kinetic chain, your ankles, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, all of your major joints. So shoulder rolls, things that get the blood flowing there, and just getting your neck moving nice and easy side to side. And then we get the blood flowing to the larger muscle groups. I'll just come forward here so we don't bump into each other.
No, that's good.
Side to side.
And
I like to add stretching into my warm-ups, but we'll pause and hold it and then get into a little stretch. But more importantly is just getting moving before you get into anything really intense.
Okay.
Right? Okay. All right, so what's another big myth? Muscle turns into fat.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, not true.
Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many people in my family are like, if you are lifting weights, if you don't keep that up, it's gonna turn to flab. And I'm like, really?
Incorrect.
No?
Incorrect.
Can you call my father, please?
Yes, let's talk to him about that.
80s, man, kind of did something to that. Yeah.
I know, the Arnold Schwarzenegger mentality. But once you have fat cells, they can either grow or they can shrink. And really, when you think about losing weight, you're not losing fat, you're losing inflammation in the fat cells.
Like the bloating and all of that stuff.
Yes.
Oh.
Things become, so picture the actual cell shrinking.
Interesting.
Yes. And then as far as the muscle goes, you can gain lean muscle and maintain it by eating a lot of protein. And if you can't strength train for even a few months, doing body weight exercises like squats, lunges, push-ups, that will help you maintain what you have.
Okay. Wow, and we've done a lot of those 5-minute fitness, body weight things, training exercises.
Snacks, like
thank you. That's what I'm trying to get at.
That will help you maintain. Now that being said, as we get older, that becomes more and more difficult to maintain your muscle, which is why it's so important to strength train. But don't worry about your muscle actually turning to flab. Okay. Yeah, they're not the same.
Myth or truth? If you work out the same body part every day, it'll get bigger. You're supposed to work at You're supposed to work at every body part every single day. Like, if I do legs one day, I should do legs the next day. No.
No. So break it down, because when you're trying to increase the size, I'm just using a quad as an example. When you're trying to increase the size of the muscle, you have to do such heavy strength, weight-bearing activity against the muscle that you have to give it time to recover. That soreness that you feel the next day is actually the muscle fibers tearing and mending. So
very interesting.
Overtrain. Yeah, if you're doing it every single day, then
overtraining is not good. So you should do it, give yourself a little bit of a rest, a couple of days, and then go back to doing the same body part.
Yes. So when you're trying to build lean muscle, increase the size, brace that core. Yes, when you're trying to increase the size of your muscles, there's science behind it. Get a lot of protein and break it down.
What's the science in getting in touch with you?
BeMindBodyFitness.com.
Well, there you go. There's
Yes.
all the information. How miraculously
it.
it just appears on our screen.
Isn't that
That's
great?
awesome. So all of those myths are things that can be busted with
That's
you.
right.
And all that information and the Harmony workout, which by the way, you presented last week and everyone's been talking about it.
So much fun.
More
I
crunches.
love that your staff is so open to exercising midday.
More
relieve some
crunches,
stress.
flat stomach.
Oh yeah, don't just do a bunch of crunches to get a six-pack. You have to work all of those muscles.
Like the 360?
All of it. Yes, your powerhouse.
All right.
That's right.
Powerhouse. Have a great day, guys.